Hey, 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 what's going on, people? Welcome to the show. The after party is in the house. What's happening? What's going on? I just finished watching Sister Wives. Um, yeah, yeah. I did it. It's there, you know. Yeah, I finished it. Oh man. I have some thoughts, guys. I have some thoughts, and I'm going to share those thoughts in a minute. Before we get started, I want to make sure everybody can see me and hear me. Let me check my thingamajigger. This is crazy. Where's my stuff? Hmm. All right, let's see if can I get some ones in the chat. If you can see me, you can hear me. Let me know everything is good. See some ones. Awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, Teresa Skinner, how you doing? Kathy Ferran in the house. What's going on, Kitty? Uh, yeah, I got some thoughts, guys, and it's I just feel like I'm that guy now, like watching the show. Um, I'm going to ask you guys first before I delve into my thoughts, my opinions. I want to ask you guys a question. Let's just do a real quick poll. Uh, I want to ask, how do you feel about the season so far? Positive, negative. And that's just kind of where I'm we'll start there. We'll start there. For those who have not seen it, I'll say this. Let's jump right into it. Um let's jump right into let's just jump right into the foolishness. For those who haven't seen this episode yet, uh I want to say it like this. If you don't have access to Sister Wives early, if you for some reason, like I know, like even with my provider, they're talking about we might not be carrying this moving forward. So theoretically, I might have to try to find another, maybe by the end of the season or next season. They're basically telling me that if you want to keep watching Sister Wives, you'll have to go to pick up another provider and pay for it. Uh, what would I be willing to do that? No. I'm being straight up. Honestly, where we are right now with everything that I'm seeing on the show, I would be remiss to tell people that this show is groundbreaking. The show is it's rehashing a lot of the same old things. To be honest with you, they're at a point now where I'll make observations. Historically, I've made observations about what I thought was happening, and all they're doing right now is confirming the observations that I've already made. So for me, like the show is very underwhelming. Um, Cody, like as a for instance, I said before, oh, all of a sudden Cody is interested in selling the house. I said this when he first presented it. Cody's selling the house, talking about moving. All of a sudden, he has he has goodwill and for the ladies to be able to finish up Coyote Pass. I said, and you can go back and check me on this. I've said before, the reason why he's so willing to sell the house now or sell Coyote Pass now is because he's trying to sell his house and buy another house. That's the only reason why he sold Coyote Pass. He decided to give them any money out of Coyote Pass. The only reason he's selling it because as long as he kept the property, all he was trying to do was frustrate them out of ownership of the property, much like he did with Christine. It's not even that difficult. You know, it's not even that difficult. It's like just figure the most selfish shit that you could possibly one human being could possibly do to another human being to try to screw him over just out of vindictive nastiness and selfishness. What would you do? And voila, you have Cody Brown. That's basically all he did. What's the most selfish shit you could do? I'm not going to sell nothing. When Janelle was talking about going to buy property with Madison, I'm too busy to try to figure out how I'm gonna fix up County Pass to sell it. I have no interest in doing that. I have no interest in doing that. When Christine was leaving, I want half your house. Maybe we can sell your house and buy the rest of County, pay for County Pass, where I have my name on everything. That would have been dumb as shit for Christine. Like, we're at that point. It's dumb as hell. It's insulting. Like, it's so stupid, it's insulting stupid. And I get it. Maybe it's the thing where, oh, well, they grew up naive and this, that, and other. I didn't. And so when I see what he's doing, I know exactly what he's doing. I know what he's doing. Oh, we could take and we'll sell your house, pay off County Pass, and then we'll buy County Pass. We'll buy your share of County Pass from you. What share is that? The little 1/3 of the property that she had, you gonna buy that from her? And how much of that were you actually gonna give her, dummy? That's like kitty stuff, like kitty bully stuff. You know, like not even to be crazy. There was a that reminds me of a guy. There was a football player. Story time. There was a football player who went over to Russia. Right, he's sitting there. He won the Super Bowl. He's sitting there with Vladimir Putin, and Putin sees his Super Bowl ring and said, "Wow, that's nice. Can I see that?" And the guy took the ring off. He gave it to Putin. Putin put it on his hand. He looked at it and said, "Wow, that's really nice." And then he got up and walked out the room. And the football player went to say something to him, and one of Putin's bodyguards stopped him and said, "Look, man, he already got it. Just let it go." That's what would have happened to Christine. That's what would have happened to Christine. If she'd have gave Cody that money, then when Cody stole her money, then basically it would just be like, "Look, Christine, he already got it. He already got you. You gave it to him." And that's the thing too, is that like there's this kind of like fantasy illusion that, oh well, if we make polygamy legal, then the courts will protect us. If you give Cody this money, then a judge is going to come back and bring you justice. You're an adult. You're an adult. And in order for you to be able to say, and I want to be very clear about this, because I can sympathize with the idea of understanding how they come to make these decisions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I want to be very, very clear about this. If you go to court and you say that this guy took advantage of you because you were so naive and the way you were brought up made you almost childlike in your understanding of how the world works, and therefore you lack capacity, then that means that you can't control your money. That's what that means. You're saying you don't have the ability, the facility to be able to control any of your make any decision. Like, forget financial. You can't make any decisions for yourself. That would pretty much make any contract that you enter into null and void because you don't have capacity. And in order for you to do that, you have like that's a big hurdle for you to get in the court and be like, well, I just didn't know what I was doing. I just gave them the money because I wanted a family there. Like, if you do that shit, dude is gonna walk out of there. Judge is gonna say, look, sorry, he got the money. That's it. He got the money. He got you. He already got it. It's over. That's what the security is. Over, man. He got it. If Christine would have sold her house and gave Cody the money, then when they went back to the judge, that's basically what the judge would have told her. Christine, sorry, he got it. He got you because you gave him the money. This is crazy. This is crazy. He admits that, oh, the only reason I'm trying to sell a house now is because I'm under financial pressure because I can't afford my new house if I have Coyote Pass. That's the only reason I'm trying to help out Christine or Janelle and Mary. And it occurred to me when I was watching it earlier with my wife, that when there's a possibility that TLC might have paid him out. They might have gave him a little kick so he could write Janelle and Mary a little check or whatever, and the balance would just go to Cody. So they just offset the money that Janelle and Mary take. They offset some of that money with to Cody in a little bit of a pay bump. Mary and Janelle would never know. But I could see them doing it just because they want to keep the show going. And they are so invested in Cody. Because like it or not, they've tried to replace Sister Wives. I sincerely believe they try to replace them. They try to replace them with Polyfamily. They try to replace them with Seeking Sister Wives, Seeking Brother Husbands. But those shows never really took off. And because those shows never really took off, the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, they're trying it with that, but they have so many people that's tied into that franchise that it's hard for them to do it. Like I said, the show itself is just, I mean, this episode, I could break this episode down real quick. We'll break this episode down real quick. Watch me. 5-minute synopsis. There was this storm. We've got the tail end of the tornado that Tony and McKelty were in. I even to be honest with you, they need to hire Betty Aldrich. They need to hire Betty Aldrich or somebody like her. Give Betty some money. And have her advise the cast, because she gave better advice about tornadoes and what to do in situations of tornadoes. If you get caught in a tornado, you pull off the road. The same way, stuff is breaking the windshield. The same way, look, if something is flying at 150 miles an hour because the wind kicked it around, it's coming through the windshield. It'll go through the windshield, through Tony, through the kids in the back seat, through the trunk, and out the back of the trunk. Okay? I mean, I can't even express how dangerous that shit was. And David, just drive fast, just drive into it, chase it. It's not the tornado that'll kill you all the time. It's not the tornado that gets you. It's the damn wind. It's the debris. Because it's picking stuff up the whole time and it's throwing stuff. And it was funny to me because at least where I am, they had during the time when they had no sooner did they went to the commercial cut for the tornado thing where David was like, drive into the tornado, chase it, telling McKelty and Tony to chase it. They had a trailer for 911. One of them 911s. I don't even know which one it was, Tennessee or something. And they had a tornado, and you see a car rolling, like a barrel rolling down the street. Because the tornado that picked the car up and threw it down the damn street. That's what you have to be worried about. So yeah, should we drive through it or should we pull off the road? Pull off the road. Find somewhere safe and secure. Get your babies out of the car. Surround it with all that glass. So you had that. Then that was like a long time. Then they got a flat and they had to do the whole remember when we moved from Utah to Vegas, we caught flat tires because we was too stupid to put some money on tires. You know what I mean? We didn't want to put money on no good tires. So we out there riding around on baloney skins. And then the U-Haul tire goes flat. They act like that's a big deal. All you do is call U-Haul. That's one of the beauties in renting like cars and trucks and stuff. For that, if it break down, it's not on you. You call the business. Yo, you need to come get your shit. Yeah, it broke down. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it on the road then. If it's close enough to where you're going, I'm going to just go ahead and offload my car. You can guys come get this shit because it broke down. Right? Whatever. So you had that. Then you had one of my favorites after watching last week with Mary talking about, oh, I'm going to the speed dating. I'm going to the speed dating. I'm gonna meet these guys in this church, and I'm tired of everybody treating me like I'm famous. And the guy tells a joke, yeah, I had two wives, not at the same time. Ho 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 ho. Mary, oh, I don't listen to no corny ass jokes. I like good jokes. I don't like stupid ass jokes about stupid stuff. That was stupid. I like sophisticated humor because I'm very funny myself. This week, Mary and her friends sit around and draw pictures of wingdings and think, oh, I'm drawing eggplants. I didn't think it was going to turn out like that. I can't believe they came over and did it. First of all, Mary, let me tell you something. Your friends tell on you all the time. Your associates are telling on you. Because when push comes down to shove, folks, let's be honest. Let's be honest. If Mary was the kind of person who is as sanctified and sanctimonious as she tries to portray herself on the show, these women wouldn't go over to her house and even suggest doing it. Because that's not who she is. Everybody got that one friend that, doesn't like, isn't real fond of cursing, or the buddy who don't drink. You don't go over to the friend's house who doesn't drink and you bring a keg of beer or a couple bottles of Jack or whatever, tequila. You don't go over to their house like, let's crack these bad boys open. Turn down for what, son? You know what I mean? No. Because they're not going to appreciate that, man. Come on now, don't disrespect my house. You know I don't do that shit. And that's what the conversation will go. It'll turn into like a big thing. So you don't do it. But the friend who's like, come on, you know I don't be doing that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? Got his own bug, sitting there with a big old cup, talking about I have just one. Like, I wish I had some good stuff in there. I don't. I got water. But, so it's already there. Then it's the I don't, and if she wouldn't have said that shit last week, I probably wouldn't be as worked up about it or as animated about the whole idea that she's out there drawing pictures of dudes or whatever. But here's my thing. There's I know if they've ever watched my show, I'm sure they've come out and said stuff like, oh, well, James is he's petty, or that's not a mature thing to do. We're too old to be having these have things affect you that way to where you might get, you might want to do something to somebody. Okay, I'll take that. But then at the same time, guess what, y'all? Mary doing that, it's like, oh, it's cute because it's on TV. If you heard like Cody, if Cody was sitting around with his buddies and he said, hey guys, let's do a booze and brushes night where we're going to sit here tonight, guys. We're going to drink some beer and we're going to draw some pictures and it'll be great. And then when the guys come over, Cody looks at them and one of the guys say, all right, guys, let's just start drawing some boobies, tatas or whatever. And these grown ass men sit around drawing boobs for the next 2 hours drinking beer. And then at the end of it, they reveal that let's look at the pictures. They start turning around and like pictures of women in states of undress, and these guys are giggling like school children. Nobody is looking at it and saying, oh, wow, Cody is so funny. He's so funny. He's got such a great sense of humor. His boyish charm is really coming through. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. You would call him a pig. You would say he's disgusting. He's a misogynist. He's using women. He don't have no value for people. Now, all of a sudden, I'm supposed to sit there and celebrate that Mary is doing it. Oh, she's such a free spirit. It's the same shit. Me and Mary, Mary's not that much older than me. But I wouldn't sit up with no guys drawing women's chests and thinking that shit is funny. Like, I would think there's something wrong if I'm sitting in a room with a bunch of guys and they just giggling because they drawing naked women. What are we doing, guys? Like, come on now. This is crazy. And like I said, I probably wouldn't even give a shit if she wouldn't have sat there last week and tried to pretend like she's better than everybody because she didn't like the guy's joke. This is the kind of humor you guys have. And then even next week, they're gonna show like a somebody with a thing that says kiss the cook, and he's like, that doesn't say cook. Like, come on now. That's the guy. Oh, you gotta like him. You gotta date him. Oh, yeah. Cause I mean, of course, a guy that puts that on his profile picture, that guy is definitely looking for serious relationships. That's also funny to me. Jen isn't from my background. She's not from my faith, and she sees dating totally different. Yeah. Sometimes people don't know what they're doing. Because I take the position that you get what you apply for. You get what you put out. So if you are a guy like Cody and he's talking about he want to bring on these extra women, right? I want to go out and date a bunch of extra women. Cool. But you go around telling people that you on a TV show, you go out and buy a $2.1 million house, talk about how big your house is and how it's got so much room and how awesome it is and how much money you have, you will attract a certain type of woman. Don't be mad when she's not. Well, I want her to love me for me. That's not what you put on the application. A guy who's sitting there, who's on his picture introducing himself to you, if the first thing he says is something sexually charged, that is the determination of what he's telling you he wants from the relationship. Don't go into that relationship thinking that you're going to find a mate and love of your life and this is going to be this whirlwind love affair. I'm not saying it can't turn into that, but let's call it what it is. That wasn't the when you put out an advertisement, you advertise to certain people to get certain things who are looking for certain things. If I put out a post on one of the dating sites or whatever, and it's something that's sexually charged, I'm telling you that that's what I'm interested in. I might say some crap about some long walks and holding hands and stuff, but that's not what I'm really looking for. So I mean, just use your brains. I don't know. But there was that. So you had the little painting thing. Then you have them get down to Tony and them. They get down to North Carolina. Christine does the double speak, where at first she's happy that they all get down to North Carolina. It's so amazing we get down to North Carolina, and this home is so lovely for McKelty. It's so wonderful. Then she talks about how she wishes McKelty didn't move and they stayed around her. Then she says that, oh, well, at the same time, what pisses me off is everybody's asking me that, Janelle moved there, McKelty moved there, Madison is there, uh, Peyton is moving down there, everybody's moving down there. When are you moving down there? I'm not moving down there. That's what vacations are for. Last week, we listened to you cry and complain, talk about all the kids shouldn't be moving down there and you need them to live near you. Next week, we're going to hear how you mad that all the grandbabies are down in North Carolina. Well, Christine, if you want to go visit them, that's what vacations are for. I mean, it's just kind of, I don't know. Like I said, this shit is just crazy. This is crazy. Then we get to listen to the last part was basically we got to listen to Cody and them try to tell us over and over and over again why they're moving to this new house. How this? Oh, my heart was broke here. We feel bad here. That's why we're moving from here because terrible things happened when we were here. Then why did you move from Utah? Why did you move from Vegas? Why did you move from when we got from Vegas? Just at the time we know you moved every few years. And Mary, Christine, and Janelle said that you were moving a bunch before. This is what you do. Even when you got to Arizona. They weren't even in Arizona, I think a year, 2 years before he had already started talking about moving from Arizona before they bought the big house that Robin's living in currently. He wanted to move away again. And Robin said it basically threatened him on the show that she would leave him if he talked about moving again because she wasn't going anywhere. So, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. This is just dumb to me. Like, this whole thing is just turning dumb. It's getting dumb. Like it's like we hit a point now where they're not even trying. They're not even trying to make this interesting. or make this a thing where they're trying to show us something. This is just, it's just, I'm like, I said this the other day, like we were talking on the round table, and I said the biggest problem with the show is that this show has zero stakes. There's zero drive or cause for what we're watching on this show. That's why this show sucks. That's why this show is terrible now. Because okay, fine. Christine watches her kids move. Kids move away all the time. Sometimes that happens. Not happy, a happy joy moment, but it happens. You're monogamous now. This happens in monogamy all the time. People get married, especially Christine. You married somebody who, like, it's not like you're still with McKelty's father. It's not like all her siblings are living around in and around you. Her siblings are spread out all over the country. So she she could land anywhere. If anything, the one thing that McKelty did say was that it's kind of cool that they're developing like these little sibling hubs where the siblings seem to be moving pretty much to the same places. So between South Carolina, North Carolina, Utah, and Vegas are like these hubs where a majority of the kids have landed. That's cool. You could literally have a situation where they're spread all over the country, if not the world, because there's so many of them. And they don't have a tie to any one place because they did move around as much as they did. So, like, in a way, she got lucky. Christine, all of them got lucky. But it's just like we're watching. I don't know what we're watching anymore. Like, I don't know what we're watching. But let me I'm gonna get to the super chats and then I'll check out the poll results. And then we'll look into the chat, if you will. The chat, if you will. All right, so we have Ashley Denopoli, $2 super chat. I'm here for you for your take on the foolishness. Thank you so. Oh, that's a cute cat, a cute fur baby. It's a good looking cat. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate it. Let me give you a little something. I'm here for you guys because I hate to tell you, look, I won't be honest. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know, because I just pulled out a 90-day. And like I said, I was a 90-day vet. I was watching 90 Day for a while. That's probably the longest reality show I watched. I didn't watch that from the beginning, but I watched it early on, and even some of the iterations. But after I finished this Happily Ever After season, which has like 4 more episodes in the tell-all, I'm done with 90 Day. I'm done with it. I refuse to watch another one because it's to the point where it's so stupid. It's I just can't do it anymore. And I hate to say this, but I think that Sister Wives is heading that way too. Like, the shit's just getting dumb. It's not even about, like, you could even make the argument that, like, certain groups, when they talk about, like, polygamy or whatever, this would be an example of some of the things that are happening in polygamy. I don't even think currently this is something that happens in polygamy. Like, they're just kind of putting things together so that they can just put out a show. Like, the storylines are just coming together so they can put out a show. Like, half the time, I don't even think they were really even talking until it was time for them to film. So that's it's just weak sauce to me. But thank you so much, Ashley. Appreciate it. We had Ty up in here with the $4.99 super chat. Cody and Robin have been making moves under the guise of the fam this whole time. And the new house shows their ultimate goal. They finally got what they wanted. Yeah, I mean, this has been the whole thing. And what annoyed me, I'm glad you brought that up, Ty, because what annoyed me to no end was when Cody and Robin both stood around talk about, we prayed to Heavenly Father that we could get this house, and this house will be a symbol of us moving forward in our independence, and this is like what is meant to be, and blah blah blah. But when they bought that last house they were in, the McMansion, that caused a shit ton of problems in the family. When they bought that house, it was also, we prayed to the Heavenly Father and He granted us this home because I was praying for it. This is a blessing. It is really for the family. They blamed the McMansion on the family. They said, when we get the McMansion, we're going to have all this room and we're going to be able to have the whole family over. And that's why we're getting this big ass house, because we want to have a place for the family to be able to land. And when they come to town, and we could have big family gatherings. That's supposedly why they bought the McMansion. Now you got Robin's daughter, and I don't want to pick on Robin's daughter, so please don't pick on Robin's daughter, the little baby one, Ariella. But she said, I like this house because it's bigger. And that just tells, like, that's basically what it is. This house is just bigger. And that's all it comes down to. And I thought about it too. Like, when it comes to this property and them buying this house or whatever, let's be very clear. This shit is how you go broke. When you have an opportunity that is like a temporary state of affairs, but it's not something that you can rely on long term. This is how you go broke. Like, if you hit the lottery and you do this type of shit, or you have a good job or a good opportunity where you're making a good amount of money, and you do what Cody's doing, this is how you lose everything. And I'll explain it in a second. Excuse me. What I'm referring to is Cody got lucky. They bought the houses in Vegas. They sold them too early, but the houses in Vegas were a solid investment. Risky, but solid. Why? Because they bought the houses at $500,000 a house. That's $2 million for all 4 houses, right? If they would have held on to the house those houses another year and a half, 2 years, those houses that they bought and were paying for were selling for over $1 million a piece. So they went from $2 million to $4 million homes, right? New builds, new constructions. Not bad. Then they sold them early, so they didn't get that benefit. But then he goes out to Arizona. They bought Christine's house. She sold her house probably a little early too, but she was able to walk away with a decent amount of money. Cody invests in Cowdy Pass. They get a decent amount of money out of Cowdy Pass. He buys the McMansion. Now they're going to get a decent amount of money out of the McMansion. They almost doubled their money. Then they go to the new house, $2.1 million home, and they say, I want to do the same thing. The problem that they have is that the higher the price point, the more complete and updated said property will have to be in order for you to be able to actuate that value. So if you're going to buy a $2.1 million home, you're going to have to be ready for either that house is going to have to be completely updated and worth $2.1 million, or you're potentially sitting on like a $4 or $5 million house, but because you need to put another $500,000 or $1 million in updating the property for you to be able to capture the other money. And the problem that they're going to run into very soon, especially as he starts to get nicer and nicer stuff, you're just getting more and more expensive stuff. But you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're not going to be able to sell it unless you do a tremendous amount of work on said properties. That's my opinion. But like I said, I mean, they have to be willing to, because I mean, it's a big house, but even as I was saying before, like looking around the house, that house needs a lot of updating. It needs a lot of updating for them to be able to capitalize on the $2.1 million investment that they put down. Like, that's not a thing where you can just, slap some paint on the walls and then flip the house. They're going to have to rip bathrooms and kitchens. Like, that kitchen needs to be updated. But thank you so much, Ty. I appreciate that. Let me get a little something. Then we had another one from Ty with the $1.99 super cheat. They're flaunting their opulence now. No interest. And that's the thing. Like thank you, Todd. That was actually one of my points too, is that this is actually turning into lifestyles of the rich and famous. Like that's basically what we're going to be watching. If they do season 21, I kind of predict that's what it will be. Season 21 will be basically we'll watch Christine try to expand her bed and breakfast, not bed and breakfast, Airbnb empire. We're gonna watch Janelle build houses on her property. We'll watch Mary, try to be a world traveler. Then we're gonna watch Cody and Robin try to take the money from Sister Wives that they're receiving from Sister Wives and his other ventures and try to update and improve their house and live that glamorous lifestyle. So we get to watch them live in a big house, drive the big fancy cars and all that. And what exactly is the show about? That's my question. What are we watching? When we were watching Sister Wives before, this was a show about polygamy. And how do people who live in polygamy face the challenges of people in the modern, everyday, average world, mainstream world know now that these polygamists have outed themselves, and how do they deal with that natural conflict of them trying to reconcile with people on the outside who they are, as well as their positions amongst themselves and in their church, and how they deal with each other. That is a TV show. That was what Sister Wives was about. What is Sister Wives about now? I have no fucking clue. I have no idea what Sister Wives is about now. I really don't. I really don't. Because even now, like, they're really reaching a point where even the interactions don't make sense anymore. Like, it's not like them coming together and Robin pretending like she's not trying to. I'm not selling Cowdy Pass until everybody can get their shit together. I'm not going to sell Cowdy Pass. Well, apparently it didn't matter whether people got their stuff together or not. What mattered was you needed the money. Then all of a sudden, guys, we need to go ahead and sell Cowdy Pass and just make it make sense. Okay, everybody has it together. Let's go. It's just silly. It's silly stuff. But let me check this. Let's check the polls. But thank you so much, Ty. I appreciate you. We had another super chat coming too. Let me we had unlimited lipstick, $6.99 super chat, 8,000 square foot, and they still tripping over their words saying this is a guest room, Truly's room. Still can't set aside a room just for her in a mansion. Yeah, that's basically it. And to be honest with you, I'm going to be completely blunt. These are not, as much as they try to pretend that they're foo-foo and zhuzhed up and all that. You are not those people. Okay? You didn't grow up wealthy. You're not rich kids. You're not like, oh, I can't believe we have to have a spare room for when our guests come over so that we can enjoy the evening. Like, they're not those people. Okay, you were living in a fucking, like, pardon my friend, I'm cussing, but you were living in a trailer. Okay, now all of a sudden you can't believe in a like she's like a limited lipstick said, Janet said, in an 8,000 square foot home, you can't find a closet to put your daughter in. You got a room. Oh, because those, like, if your house is 8,000 square feet, you probably have a walk-in closet the size of some people's bedrooms. You can't even put her into a damn closet and say this is Truly's room. That just shows like the level of commitment that you actually have. And that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. And that also shows how little regard you have for Truly coming over to the house. You don't care if Truly comes to the house. Because it's not about Truly. Just like it's not about your grandbabies coming. It's not about your kids having a place to land. The kids that you don't even fucking talk to. I'm cussing a lot. Damn. The kids you don't even talk to. The kids you don't even talk to All of a sudden, you're buying a $2 million. You going into debt, $2 million for some kids you don't even talk to. Or maybe the fantasy of them coming over to visit and then coming to a barbecue and then they would be able to stay. Like you guys don't have hotels where you live. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. This show's had me tripping. But thank you so much, Jan. Appreciate you. This show has me tripping. This just got me tripping. Brittany, not Brittany, $4.99 super chat. Also, why am I paying money to watch Cody and Robin not answer questions? That's the question. That's the damn question. Y'all don't have anything to say about moving without the help of the family. Because I guess it was supposed to be so hurtful that they don't have the kids with them, they don't have the family with them. This is our hearts are broken. That's why we're moving. That's why we're going to take all the money that we invested in this home and double it and put it on another home because we're so brokenhearted about our family. Oh, right? Come on. But a producer asks you a legitimate question. You guys just give it a little bullshit. Like, and this is, I don't know. Like, man, this is painful. This show is painful anymore. And it's not even like, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer dude, the guy, Nick Negative or, Nasty Man or whatever the hell. And I'm just always putting down the show and, well, why do you cover the show if you don't like the show, James? Because I want the show to do better. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the show is awesome and they're doing everything that they should do and this shit is interesting. There's nothing interesting about this show. If this show is so freaking interesting, I challenge anybody. If this show is so interesting, why is it that everybody who covers it on YouTube, Instagram, X, or TikTok, why is it that when the season ends, we don't go back to the last season that we covered? I said this, when we were talking about it at the round table. Why don't we ever go back? When this season is over, do you think people are going to say, okay, guys, we're going to do an in-depth, deep dive on what happened in season 20? Or do you think we're going to go back to season 8, the divorce? You think we're going to go back to the adoption? You think we're going to go back to when Christine first revealed that she was leaving? The interesting parts of the fucking show. No, right now, all we're talking about is it's just like this is the equivalent. This is the equivalent of reality show. I'm watching a guy brush his teeth. I'm watching a guy comb his hair. I'm watching a guy sleep at night. This is the IRL show. This isn't like, oh, we're moving. So I watch you put a bunch of boxes in a van, and that's just sucking up time. There's a thing like there's a B-roll. Like B-roll isn't supposed to be your main subject matter of your project. So watching them pack, like if you say, oh, we're packing this stuff up, you set it up so you maybe show some scenes where people are packing boxes up and moving boxes from the house into the moving van or whatever to show that or illustrate that they are moving. Right? Because it is television or, even television, movies, plays. It's a visual art, right? Especially television and movies. It's a visual medium. But it doesn't have to be the whole damn half hour. I watched Cody start packing his house up and putting the shit in the van. Last episode, I watched McKelty pack her house up, put it in the moving van. Then I watched McKelty unload the moving van. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is, again, TLC. And I mean this. Like, well, why do you cover it, James? This is why I'm saying what I'm saying. TLC is taking advantage of their fan base. They're taking advantage of the fan base. They just assume that people are going to tune in. They're taking for granted that people are going to watch no matter what bullshit they put on the air. And I'm not going to be, I'm on this channel. I don't care what everybody else do. I don't care what everybody else say. Here, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to go along with it. I'm not going to pretend like, oh, here, yeah, thank you, TLC. Keep kicking my ass and telling me that, you trying to help me move my pockets because you kicking me in the butt. Like, no. This shit is terrible. This is terrible television. This is terrible television. I wish I could get on here and say that something interesting happened. Oh, I got to deep dive and try to connect a bunch of dots for some stuff that, look, we've already talked about. Cody moving, he had they did literally in this one episode, they had 4 conversations, no less than 4 conversations where Cody and Robin said that the reason they were moving because of heartbreaking shit happened in this house. That's why they're moving, and that's why they got to go because it's some heartbreaking stuff happened. Cody said at least 3 or 4 times, 2 or 3 times in this episode. He said at least maybe 4 or 5 times total that a part of the reason why he was moving was because this is the house he was at when his son Garrison died, and this is where he got notified. You guys have an editing button for a reason. You don't give us there's a lot of conversations that they've had throughout the years that you didn't give us every aspect and shot of the arguments and stuff that they were having. Let me ask you a different way. What happened? Blah, blah, blah. It's one and done. Okay, this is why I did what I did. And that's it. How many times did we watch this season? How many times have we watched the Robin? Will you be a monogamous with me? Robin, will you be a monogamous? How many times did we watch that shit? That was like 5 or 6. I think from like I said, there was the big conversation when they were ATV riding. There was the conversation when they went to dinner like 3 or 4 times where they had that same conversation. Robin, I need you to let this polygamy go and be a monogamous with me and be in love with me, Robin, just the 2 of us because I love you so much, Robin, 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 my quiet, silent, beautiful wife. I need to be with you, Robin, as a monogamous. How many times? Well, we watched that shit like 5 or 6 times. I'm tired of watching them say that they're going to be monogamous. When you've been monogamous the entire... I've been watching you guys be monogamous since season 1, episode 1. What are we talking about? At least now you're admitting maybe. I mean, maybe that's a change. But that change happened in season 17. Technically, it happened in season 15 when he first started saying he wasn't going to go over their houses no more because of COVID. He had decided then that he was officially going to be a monogamous. Like, come on. And then like Brittany said, not only are they went from not answering questions or during the tell-all, I'm not answering that because you guys went too far, to now they're legitly on the show saying I'm not going to talk about stuff. Then why the hell are you on the show? If I put in an application and for firemen and I say, yeah, I don't mind going in and fighting fires. I like climbing ladders, throwing hoses, and doing all that stuff. I don't have any problems with that. But I refuse to be in a situation where my clothes smell like smoke. Then you don't want to be a fireman. I don't want to be in a situation where my clothes get smoky. I don't like that. You don't want to be a fireman. I want to be on a reality show, and I don't want them to film my life. You don't want to be on a reality show. Sorry, not sorry. You don't want to be on a reality show. So, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm just frustrated because at the end of the day, I don't like people playing in my face, but don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Don't tell me you telling me something when I know you're not telling me anything. You're keeping a bunch of stuff to yourself. If you want to keep secrets, I have no problem with people keeping secrets. I have no problem with you. Look, I can mind my business. Okay. If you don't want me in your business, don't be on the show. Then put your business in the street. I won't talk about it. I won't. But don't sign up for the show and then pretend like you're doing a whole bunch of stuff. And that's another thing. Like, let me give Brittany, not Brittany, a little something, something. Then I'm gonna tell you guys another pet peeve I have. Because that's another thing. One of the things that has always kind of pissed me off about the cast is that one, they'll be on the show. The life and lifestyle that they've grown accustomed to is basically paid for by the fans of the show who watch the show and support the show and support these people. Then I'm watching as cast members do interviews where they try to belittle or make fun of or make light of fans who watch the show and have certain feelings about the show or make their feelings known, like, oh, they come, oh, you know, I'm really backing you up, or they ask questions about somebody who's on the cast or whatever, and they get all pissed off and pissy about it. What are you getting mad about? Or you want to sit there and make fun of people? Or you don't know my life because you guys don't know what's going on with me and blah, blah, blah. And you act like you're better than the people. And that's what kind of triggered me with Mary's whole attitude towards the speed dating or whatever. Because she's a part of the speed dating. She's at the speed dating event because she doesn't have anybody. You're looking for a person. Just like everybody else there is looking for a person. There's no shame in it. It is what it is. This is just an opportunity for you to be able to meet single people in a setting where you know everybody who's showing up isn't married and is single, which is a problem when you hit middle age. That's one of the huge challenges you have as you get older and you call yourself going out trying to meet people, is that a lot of the people that you're going to meet are people who are already hooked up with somebody else and they looking to step out on their people. They are fully married with a whole damn family and they just looking for playtime. They looking for play, and you're sitting there trying to get into a real relationship with them and you have to sift through all that crap. So this is an opportunity for you to be able to go to a speed dating event where you know everybody there is single and they're looking for the same thing you're looking for. Ta-da! It's awesome. But what we had was Mary got to that speed dating event and she's making fun of the people at the speed dating event. Oh, there's none of the people are there my caliber because I would never talk to anybody. There's only one guy I would talk to because he's over 6 feet tall. Look. It's fine. Maybe not everybody, you're going to show up to an event, not everybody's your flow, not everybody's your type, whatever the case may be. I'm cool with that. But don't sit there and act like you better than them because you're who you are and you can't believe that you are stuck with these lowly individuals. You're all in the same damn boat. It's just crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me. And then like they do the same thing when it comes to the show. They sit there and pretend like, oh, I'm on the show, but I'm better than the people who watch the show. No, the fuck you're not. In fact, you wouldn't be anything without the people who watch the damn show. You wouldn't be anything without the people who watch the show. You would be back in Utah, in Lehigh, Utah. That's where the hell you would be. So don't sit there and look down on people who watch the show and sit there and talk shit about people. I can't believe they're going to come to me and ask me some questions about the show like I'm supposed to answer. Look, I could see if they walked up to you and asked Mary Brown or Christine Brown or Cody or somebody about what's happening on the Plats. Or they walked up to you and said, hey, you guys are on TLC. What's happening with 90 Day Fiance? I can see you. Look, I'm not on that show. I have no idea what's going on. Why would you come to me and ask me questions about that? But when somebody comes up to you and asks you questions about the people that are mistreating you, that they watch mistreat you, and you're sitting there acting like, I can't believe that you would bother me with such trivial questions. Are you serious? Are you serious? And what blows my mind is 9 times out of 10, the people who are coming up to you saying shit are people who are on your side. They're on your side. They're asking you because they care about you and they want the best for you, and you're going to look down on them. And so when I think about what they're actually showing us on the show, that's indicative, like I said, this is the attitude that I'm watching them they have towards the fan base. You guys don't want to give anything up for the fan base, but you expect the fan base to give you expect the fans to give their Sunday nights to watch your bullshit show. And you're not talking about nothing. You're not doing nothing. You're sitting around drawing. We're going to get this is part of my crash, the crude nature of what I'm about to say, but it's got to be said. I'm sitting there watching you guys do a bunch of dick pics on a Sunday afternoon. And I'm supposed to giggle to myself because I have the pleasure of watching you. And then not only that, I'm supposed to pay extra money to watch you do it. Are we serious right now? Is that what we doing? TLC? Somebody help my ass out. Just saying. Like, I don't mind like I want to see life. I want to see what happens with life. If you guys are divorced, you're separated, you're embarking on new things. Let's talk about that. You have material to discuss. You have things that we can watch. You have things that would be interesting for us to be able to consume. I don't want to watch you pack your house up. I don't want to watch you pack your house up. Shit, I don't want to pack if I moved, I don't want to watch me do it. Why would I want to watch you do it? Oh, this will be interesting. Watch how I fold this. Watch how I fold these plates up, these dishes. Ain't that? That's fascinating, isn't it? And that's 15 minutes of the show. A 50-minute show. A good 15 minutes of it was watching them pack their shit up. Oh, we serious? Isn't this interesting, guys? They're moving to a new home. Yeah, it's going to be incredible. Look, here's Robin. Cody's yelling at her because he's trying to move the fucking table and he can't get up off the ground. Oh, and he has no help. And what that also strikes me too as, because even going back to what Brittany said, they didn't want to answer the question about they family didn't come help them move. Here's what messes me up. You guys are on TV and you guys don't had no friends. I get it. Like, your kids don't want to help you move. Like, kids move away all the time. Shit happens. You don't have a friend. You don't have a friend who can come to your house and help you move that heavy shit. Cody, what happened to all your manly man friends? Your manly mans. Robin, this table is too heavy for a dolly. It ain't gonna do nothing. So I'm going to get my 20-year-old daughter and my 10-year-old. They're going to help me move this heavy-ass table out of this place. What are we doing? You don't have any friends? That says a lot. It also says a lot that you guys, look, let's keep it all the way a buck, Mr. Fancy Pants. Let's keep it all the way a buck. If y'all was doing as well financially as you would like to pretend, 2.1 million, you would have hired some movers. Holla at your boy. If you were doing as well financially as you pretending that you're doing, because you trying to stunt on us, you wouldn't be moving shit. You would have hired the men's to come and move that stuff. The men's. The big beefy fellas would have came and moved your stuff professionally. You would have insurance on your stuff. So if somebody got hurt on your property, somebody dropped something or somebody broke something, they would be able to get it replaced. You wouldn't be relying on your 12-year-old daughter. And you in there ready to get hurt and tear some shit up. That's another thing. Like, y'all, bad enough you dropped a tree on the deck. Now you're going to go in there and tear the doors up because you can't get the stuff off the damn deck. Just saying. I'm just saying. I keep it real, man. I keep it real. Teresa Skinner. What's up, Teresa? How you doing? $4.99 super cheat. I think they're holding on because they promised Aurora and Brianna TLC weddings. What do you think? Teresa. That might be it. I think you cracked the code, Teresa. I think you nail me head, boy. I think you hit it on the head. Because that's the only reason. Brianna, Aurora, we're gonna get you. Your sisters had some TLC weddings and they were really nice, weren't they? They were nice. They're beautiful weddings. You see Christine's, and if you guys get married, we're gonna definitely get you some money for it. They ain't gonna get nothing. They ain't gonna get nothing for a wedding. Because one, I don't think the fans, and there's no shot on Brianna and Aurora, but I don't think the fans really care because they just don't know you. I mean, blame your mama, you know. but the fans don't know you. They have no idea who you are. Like, yeah, we know you on site. Like, oh, that's, to be honest with you, I won't keep it all the way a buck. Sometimes I get confused which is which. I know Brianna and Aurora are her oldest girls, but I don't know. Like, I wouldn't trust myself. Somebody say, click, click, click. Which one is which? I wouldn't bet myself on that. You know, it'd be some heavy sweating. 50-50, right? Because you just don't know them. Because there was nothing really involved with them. Like, by the time they did want to try to involve them into the show, it was already too late. So, but I can see that, though, Teresa. That's a good point. That is a damn good point. It very well might be. We're going to keep them around for them TLC weddings. Because they go all out. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the corny ass, I have a dream vacation, because that's what maybe season 21 is going to be. I got a dream vacation, a place that I've always wanted to go, and I'm going to invite Cody, Robin, and the other OG wives to come so that we can all experience it together and maybe do some healing. All that does is just set them up so they can go somewhere expensive and have a damn expensive ass argument. That's every reality show. You ever notice that every season they either go to a fancy restaurant, there's some kind of big event that somebody is hosting because of a business venture, or they go on vacation to some exotic location that's like crazy expensive. And for some reason, instead of you just going by yourself, and one of them is supposed to always be paying for everything. Oh, I'm going to book a big trip for us all to go on. And they all go on this trip supposedly. And for what? So you can get in an argument at your dream location with somebody. Why would you even go with somebody you don't like? Right? I wouldn't go on an expensive vacation with somebody I'm okay with. Like, if I'm okay with you, like, not that I don't like you or dislike you, if I'm okay with you, like, I'm not sure how I feel about you. I'm not making payments on a vacation so I could go away with somebody I'm okay with. So I have no idea why you would go anywhere with somebody you don't like. I wouldn't even go to a free park with somebody I don't like. Because you're not going to get me out there hooping and hollering and embarrass my ass. And I'm damn sure not going to go to some fancy restaurant or some expensive location that I probably want to go to more than once. Definitely want to see it when I'm with some people I care about and not people I dislike. But you're not going to get me banned. No. I'm not doing that. But I hate to say it, Teresa might be on to something. That might actually be. Robin and Cody, why are you still on the show? Well, because Brianna and Aurora are dating someone, and I want to make sure that they get their special weddings because the other wives got theirs. The other kids got theirs. I can hear them arguing with the TLC producers about that. 100% arguing with the TLC producers. You gave the other kids that, and my kids deserve to have the same thing. They deserve to have a special wedding. Why can't they have a special wedding? Trying to cry as hard as you can, trying to squeeze tears out, and it's not working. And the producer just looking at her like,
sure, Jan.
But thank you so much, Teresa. I appreciate it. Then we had Unlimited Lipstick, $2.79 super chat. Me spitting nails every time Cody and Robin spoke. bored as frigga. Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. And like I just don't like and I knew this day would come, but I'm really not interested in watching Cody and Robin brag about their house. Like, it's not a point of interest for me. I could care less. I could care less. And I was actually a little frustrated, like watching it, because I'm sitting there with my wife and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about tonight. Like, this show is about nothing anymore. Like, and the stuff they trying to show us, I don't give a shit about. I don't care that Robin and Cody got a house. Good for y'all. Y'all got a house. Bravo. I don't care. The only thing that made it interesting, and this is where, like I said, this is where stakes come in. The only thing that made them buying the McMansion interesting was the fact that they were stealing the money from the OG3. If these two jokers want to go out and blow their money, I don't care. I don't care if they blowing through all their money. I mean, to be honest with you, not only do I not care, it's not surprising. Is anybody surprised that Cody and Robin haven't stopped spending money? Is there anybody who is under the impression that they were going to stop? Like, once OG3 left, they were like, oh shit, the bankroll done left. We're going to have to start conserving money, yo. Or we're going to be penniless. We're going to find ourselves back in a trailer if we don't watch it. Did anybody think that was the case? I didn't. Caroline R said Seinfeld was awesome. Yeah, Seinfeld was also a comedy, and it was about something. It just wasn't about any specific thing. So it kind of worked. It was character driven. These characters don't drive you anywhere. So it's just, I don't know. I agree with you, Janet. Like, this is crazy. This whole thing is crazy. Like I said, I don't want to be that guy. Like, you hate it so much. Why are you watching? That's not what it's about. It's about we got to start standing up saying shit, or they're going to keep doing it. You got to stop it. Like, you got to nip this in the bud. Here's the crazy part. Isn't this what we've been saying? When you guys talk to other people who watch this show or review this show, isn't this what we've been saying about the OG3? You guys let Cody and them run all over you and treat you like this. You got to stand up and say something for yourself, because if you don't, they're going to keep doing it. This is exactly it. This is it. This is our moment. We didn't grow up in a cult. We didn't grow up in these situations. We know the damn difference. So when they try to feed us bullshit, we got to stand up and say, no, I'm not just taking any old thing. I'm not just going to accept the fact that you're going to just put on 20 minutes of 15 minutes of Cody moving, 15 minutes of McKelty unpacking her truck, and then another maybe 10 minutes of Mary doing dick pics with her friends, and then sit there and pretend like we're discovering stuff. The one cool thing was when Maddie announced that she was pregnant, and it was Garrison's, like her baby's due date is Garrison's sunset date. I thought that was kind of cool, but that gets lost in the bullshit. And it doesn't receive the attention that it deserves, because it's caked in between like two sandwich patties of like dumb shit and bullshit. And then you have like an important piece of information, you just smash it in the middle of it. And it came off like technically it was at the end, so it came off like an afterthought. I don't know. I agree, Janet. That's so true. Then we had Caramel Cuties in the house. $2 super chat. I am over the lies and BS called sister wives. Exactly. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, if the worst thing they did, they shifted the focus of the show to bullshit. Then they made it time specific, so I can't watch it till 10 o'clock. Before you used to be able to tune in, like it aired on Sunday. I could have watched this thing at 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. I could have watched this episode of Sister Wives, right? But now I gotta wait till 10 o'clock to watch it. Then on top of it, you're talking about I gotta pay to watch it. And then you talk about you gonna cancel the service, so I gotta pay more to what? Y'all messing up. Y'all messing up. Y'all must not want me to watch this show no more. That's what I feel like. I feel like they telling me not to watch it. They trying to discourage me from watching. You're making it prohibitive for me to be able to enjoy the show, to watch the show. So I'm gonna pay more money for it. And here's the thing too: when you make people pay for stuff that used to be free, it better be nicer, because now they have standards. I could see the interesting part of this show, and I was paying way less to see it, and it was way more convenient. Now I'm on the bullshit. I'm in the bullshit back car, and you're telling me that I gotta pay more money? I'm riding coach, but I'm paying like I'm in first class. Make it make sense. Thank you so much, Caramel Kitties. Appreciate you. We had Brittany, not Brittany, $1.99 super cheat. They moved just so Robin can cry in another bathroom floor. Yeah, right. She got a new setting now. Oh, I want my family back. These bills is too much. I didn't sign up for this. Yeah, I guess that till death do you part doesn't mean shit. I guess that didn't mean anything. That was just something you say. And technically, they only have till death do you part. They got forever. You get married for eternity. But that doesn't mean anything if things don't work out the way you want them to. Is that a thing? You guys shall be sealed forever in eternity. Unless, of course, Cody loses his job or social standing, or you don't have women to stand on top of and take advantage of, in which case you shall be summarily divorced and paired with someone else who can provide those things to you. Do you accept this as we lay it out? That's not, I'd be willing to bet $1 million. Well, a buck is my full limit, but I'd be willing to bet the full buck that that's not what they say. I'll be willing to bet that that's not it. It's somewhere around the lines of you are sealed together for eternity. No matter what happens, this is your person. Good luck. Have at it. Do the best you can. That makes sense to me. The other way doesn't. So I don't think that, and I don't know for sure what the AUB do or even the Mormons do, but I'm pretty sure that that's not it. I'd be willing to bet that that's not it. Thank you, Brittany. He lost his job. Oh, he's out of here. Lizzie B with the $5 super chat. 400 plus watching right now. Please remember to hit the like button for the live stream. Give James that HBO special, that Help a Brother Out special. Yes, please do that. Thank you so much, Lizzie B. I appreciate you. Lizzie B, Caramel Cuties, and Brittany, not Brittany, are our live stream moderators. Actually, not even live stream moderators. They are moderators, the mod squad in the house, the mega mod squad. Appreciate you guys. Let me give you a little something, Lizzie B. Awesome. Then we had Lizzie B gifted one My Take on Reality membership. Awesomeness. Yeah, maybe next week we'll do like a thing. I can't air the episode, but maybe I'll do like a members live stream where before the episode, like before we start the after show, I'll do one for members and we can watch the episode together. But that shit is so fucking pardon my friend. I'm cussing all night tonight. I apologize. It's crazy. But I'm just a little frustrated. Because I just don't like being taken advantage of. And I don't like people around me and people I'm associated with being taken advantage of. And in this case, I feel like it's all the above. It's me and y'all are being taken advantage of, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I think TLC is like, forget dropping the bag. Like, you guys are messing up because this is it's not right. It's just not right. But thank you so much, Lizzie B. I appreciate you. I'm not a fan of that. We got Kathleen Mosley, $5 super chat. Maddie posted on Instagram that Caleb's kidney function is at 24% and will research kidney transplant surgery. Oh my goodness. Damn. Oh man, if it ain't one thing, it's another. So that's terrible. That's terrible news. Thank you, Kathy, for letting me know. Let's put some hearts in the chat for Caleb. Wish him the best. Because that's rough. Because he's still relatively a young fella. I know, some of y'all like, he's not that young, James. To me, he's young. Okay. He's a young fella. He's definitely too young to have 24% kidney function. That's insane. Like, he's on dialysis, I think, with 24%. Wow. That's hard. It's a hard one. And it's unfortunate too, because Madison's been through a lot, especially with her kids. Like I know at least her daughter had some challenges, and then loss of her brother and things like that. She's been through a lot. It's been a rough couple years for Madison. And then of course, falling out with her dad and all that. So it's been a rough few years for her. So let's keep our thoughts on her as well, because at the end of the day, for us this is a reality show, but for her it's life. So I always want to put that in perspective as well. Wow, thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. Unlimited lipstick, $6.99 super cheat. Cody and Robin trying real hard to convince everyone they're hot for each other. Yeah, right. Mrs. Brown and Stud. You stood. I'm glad there's a stud in the room. Yeah, that was like a nauseous moment. Yeah, you're America's sweethearts. Gross me out. I'm telling you, they're trying to recapture the throne. I firmly believe, just watching the structure of the show from its onset, that they're just trying to get back to what the show was supposed to be about when the show came out. The show was initially supposed to be about Cody and how he deals with the love of his life, his new young wife, as well as his other wives who are probably going to be jealous. That's where the conflict was supposed to come in, and the story was supposed to come in by the new wives' reaction and rejection of the old wives' reaction and rejection of the new wife. That's what the show was supposed to be about, and how they overcome that. And now they're trying to get back to it, and I just don't buy it. Well, it's not even so much I don't buy it. I just don't care. Like, and that's the crazy part about it. Cody and the wives for a lot of years were making a big hay about like how the world cares so much about who they sleeping with and what they doing in their bedroom, and they need to mind their business and blah, blah, blah. The truth of the matter is the world doesn't care. We don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care who you sleeping with, as long as everybody's an adult and everybody's making conscious decisions to do whatever it is they doing. I don't give a shit. I genuinely don't care. So the same way I don't care when you had 3 wives or prospectively sleeping with 4 women, at the same time, I definitely don't care that you're sleeping with just one, sir. So I don't understand how you think that that's going to be a TV show. And that's why I go back to the whole premise that you're full of shit, because you're actually relying, the premise of your show relied on us being outraged according to where you are. and you didn't want us to care about who you spending your time with, who you spending your evenings with, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So why would you think I care now that you're spending your evenings with just one person? Here's the thing. The problem that you the problem, if we're gonna be honest, the problem that you have isn't the fact that we care that you sleep with just Robin and you and Robin are together. It's just that we don't like you. We don't like you. We don't like you. We don't like your wife. So it's not that I'm upset or mad that you guys are in love with each other and you're going to be together. It's just that I don't care. I don't care to see your story. So that's all it is. But thank you so much, Janet. I appreciate you. Then we had that's my shoe in the house. What's going on? That's my shoe. $5 super chat. Season 21. Cody and Robin have to move again because their dumbass bought a $2.1 million mansion up upwind of a cedar mine. A cinder mine. Oh, a cinder mine. I'll watch. Oh shit. Is it? They're up. Oh wow. 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 You know, not far from where I am, they have a pig farms, right? And there's like a big uh like a national, if not global, uh company that distributes bacon and hot dogs, all that stuff, ham, pork products. And they like anytime you're down around that place, especially in the summertime when they open up the skylights, the vents, the smell will knock your face off. Like you'll be picking your face up off the ground. Oh God! Oh wow! Who did this? Why, Lord? Yeah, I mean it's bad, right? And they built, like, as crazy as it is, they built brand new, like, big ass expensive houses down around there. And I'm like, yeah, those houses are probably awesome up until the time that you out back trying to grill something or you just open your windows. And them people at that place open them vents up and you catch a whiff of that. Your house is unlivable. Like you're living in your house because you can't bear to be outside. So it would be crazy if they spent all that money on that property and they find themselves in a similar situation. That's nuts. Somebody said that they live close to them. Is that true? It's down the street from us. They live down the up window of a center mine. Let me know. Let me know. I'm curious now. Wow. Thank you. That's my shoe. Appreciate you. We're gonna make this great investment. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna make millions. All right. And then we have let's see, Ty. Ty back in the house with $1.99 super chat. Isn't it about time for a sister wife documentary? T, please. Yeah, right. I think that's the only thing that's gonna save the show. They have to go they have to go deep, 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 and it has to be like one of them explosive documentaries. Can't be when I was a child, I loved my family. They were living polygamy. Then I grew up and I wanted to be a polygamist. And I married Cody Brown and I blew polygamy and we eventually got divorced. Like it has to be like crazy explosive. Like, what do you think about such and such? All the stuff that you guys wouldn't talk about on the show, we're going to talk about now. That's the only way that's really going to work. And that will probably revitalize the show. But unless they're willing to start getting real, and unless they want to start getting honest, this show will not, like, I would be surprised. Like, the way things are going right now, I'm going to keep it all the way above. The way things are going right now, with the pacing of the show, the subject matter of this show, things they're talking about, and the depth and brevity of which they talk about things, depth and the just general description of what they're talking about, I'll be surprised that I can see them filming season 21 now, but I would be very surprised if season 21 actually came out. Because that's the thing. Like, you could pay to have something filmed and then you just cut the season short as short get short stack the season. So you just come out with something, do a real quick, like this is the final season of Sister Wives, blah blah blah. And then let that be that and just ride it out. And then maybe you could get a spinoff. But I'm telling you, these ladies, Christine, Mary, Janelle, if you guys have any interest in trying to pursue a reality TV career post Sister Wives, you need to start moving now. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is the way they're doing this show, they are killing your audience. They're drying your audience out. The interest, they're depleting the interest in your show. So by the time you guys come up with any perspective, like we're going to do a spinoff for Christine or a spinoff for Janelle and the grandbabies down in North Carolina, there won't be enough interest left for you to be able to launch that spinoff. Your spinoff will die from its inception. It won't even last a season. You'll be looking like Poly Family with like 6 hot ones in the chamber, and that'd be it. And then you'll be wrapped out. Whatever you're going to do, you need to do it now. You need to do it now because it will not. I'm telling you, because I'm watching this now and I'm like, I'm ready to tap out. I'm ready to tap out. This joint is bad. But let me give Ty a little something. And like I said, I keep saying this and I'm going to keep saying it. Like, I am not, well, James, why do you keep watching this show? If you don't hate this show so much, why do you keep watching it? I am criticizing the show because I want the show to do better. I'm the friend that, what were we watching? And like, I'm the friend. If I was Cody's friend and Cody was treating his wives like he's treating his wives and treating his kids like he was treating his kids, me and Cody probably either we would have a come to Jesus moment where I would sit him down and say, look, man, this is what I think. This is what I see. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't think it's cool. You need to do better. Whatever you need to do, you need to refocus and do better. It's not about you. It's about your family. If you wanted your life to be about you, you never should have got married. And you damn sure never should have had any kids. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're the kind of person where you just want your life to be about you and making you happy and what you can get out of it, and that's the only thing you concerned about, everybody you come in contact with, deal with, or associated with, you want them to work towards making you happy, that's fine. That's fine. And if you said, you know what, my mom, my dad, my brother, sister, everybody in my family wants me to have kids, but I don't want to have kids because I'm too focused on me, I would respect that. I respect that. But what I don't respect is for you to say, no, I only want to be focused on myself. I only want to worry about myself. I only want to do things that make me happy. But I want to have 15 kids to make me happy. Like, you messing up, brother. You pulling people into your foolishness. And that I can't abide. So I'm the kind of friend that'll come to you and say, if I see you messing up, I'm going to say you messing up. And I'm not saying that you messing up because I'm trying to hurt your feelings or I'm trying to make you feel bad or I'm just trying to poo-poo you on your parade. I'm telling you because I want you to do better. I'm saying that I want them to be successful. I want Christine, Mary, and Janelle to have this post-Cody, post-polygamy life that's successful. But I want them to do it in a way where it's sustainable, and two, it's worthy of their integrity. If you're putting out bullshit, that's not worthy of your integrity. And if anything, it only makes me think negatively of you because you're sitting there allowing them to tell bullshit about you. And you're wasting people's time. You're not respecting your audience's time. So, but let's take a look at the polls. What does the poll say? Said, how do you feel about this season so far? 24% of you said, did I have a positive feeling? I feel positively about Sister Wives and how it's progressing. 76% of you said, I feel negative. Don't like it, don't like it, don't like it. And I am in that 76%. I'm not feeling this season so far. I think that they can do better. I think that there's a lot of things that are missing, a lot of things that they are choosing not to talk about or discuss. There's a lot of places they just don't want to go. And if you don't want to go those places, that's fine. That's a decision, that's a choice. But at the same time, I could choose not to watch. I could choose to do what I've been doing and say, I'm going to keep telling the truth about what it is I'm seeing. Right? Like, I like hanging out. I don't keep it all the way a buck. I like hanging out with you guys. So I'll keep watching. But I'm going to talk mad shit about you because I'm going to keep telling the truth about it. I'm going to keep telling the truth. I refuse to sit here and celebrate them and pretend like they actually doing something when they're not doing anything. And then and then when people, oh, well, this is just how reality shows work. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is the new lazy approach to reality shows. Reality shows were always kind of plagued or labeled as lazy television, lazy production, because they don't have to do the necessary facility which you would have to do in a regular production of a television show or movie, right? In a scripted show, you have certain demands, certain things that you have to reach. Your stories have to have cohesiveness and all that. It be interesting, creative, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. In a reality show, they were like, this was supposed to be a point and shoot operation where you just get a bunch of people who have interesting circumstances or lifestyles. You film them so that people who are not familiar with those lifestyles can see glimpses of what those lifestyles were about. That's reality shows. You put people into a situation where you have people of different belief systems. You put them into the same area or environment and let them hash out their differences. Reality shows. Now, the way they're producing a lot of these reality shows, whether it's 90 Day Fiance, MILF Manor, any of the shows on TLC really anymore, Plathville, whatever, it's basically how can I get on to social media and get my profile popping? How can I get my channel popping? So I'll go on to one of these reality shows and just basically advertise myself and have a built-in audience who will come over and start subscribing to my channel or whatever the case may be. And that's how they're doing these reality shows now. Like that, I don't even think half the people, like they had a couple on 90 Day Fiance, Rob and Sophie. Dudes from Rob was from California, Sophie was from England, UK, and she came over and they didn't even live in the same house until they were filming. They basically lived separate lives up until they shot the show. Then when they shot the show, they were trying to figure out how they were going to come back together and move back in with each other. Then no sooner than they finished the episode or the season, they go to the tell-all. Are you guys still living together? No. Sophie moved back out with her friend. Like they got married. Sophie was living with her friend. Like as soon as they got married, the show was pretty much over after like I think like within a week or what is it? Anywhere from like a month to 2 months after they were married, the show was over. And by the time they went to the tell-all, she had already moved in with her friend. She had only been in the country for like 6 months, I think. before she moved in with her friend, moved out of her husband's house. And she didn't come back, talk about coming back until they shot the next show. So they're not doing it because they're in love or because they want to be married and they're filming this love story. They're doing it because they want to increase their social media presence. They're trying to do something else. And they're using the TLC production team as well as the TLC fans to do it. And to be honest with you, I feel like what we're watching now on Sister Wives is basically that. They're using us to platform their other businesses. We're not watching a story about their lives and how they move through life and the world. We're watching them and how we can basically donate money to them. So, I don't know. Tiana. Tiana said, I love this chat 100 times more than the show. Yeah, the show is weak sauce anymore. The show is weak sauce anymore. And I hope, like I said, I'm not trying to kindness is great. Awesome. Love the name. I'm not trying to apologize for the way I feel. I just want to explain it. I just want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. Because like I said, I know, I'll anticipating people that say, well, why are you watching this show if you don't like it so much? You have such strong feelings. That's why. First and foremost, I like my community. I like talking to you guys about it. But when it comes to the show itself, like, I hate to say this, but and I've read this from a few people in chat before. Like, if it wasn't for this community, I might have checked out of Sister Wives a little bit ago. I'll be honest. Like, I might have checked out a little while ago because I'm tired of watching, like, especially with because it really rolled my stomach watching Cody and Robin sit there try to stupefy and explain, like, in a dumbass way why they're buying another house. And again, I understand that people will lie. I understand that people will lie to me. The one thing it's not that I hate lies and I hate liars. I don't really care for them, but I can live with it as a reality of the world. The one thing that I cannot stand is when somebody tells me a dumbass lie and then looks at me like I'm supposed to believe it. And I'm not mad at the fact the lie is dumb. But if you're going to lie to me, put some effort into it. Two, I kind of take it as a personal affront because I feel like you're insulting my intelligence because you're telling me a dumbass lie. Like, you just think you could throw any dumbass lie on me and I'm just supposed to believe it because I'm an idiot. Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, I feel like they just, I just feel like they're they're taking advantage of us at this point. Because like I said, you guys have things going on that you could talk about. And you just choose not to talk about those things, which is fine. Again, it's fine. It's your discretion. But at the same time, it's also my discretion to say, call you out on your dumb shit. I'm calling you out on your bullshit. So that's where we are. But I don't want to drag this out too long. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I want everybody to, and I really enjoyed. I'm gonna just backtrack a little bit, take a step back. I really enjoyed early on because I feel like when real things were happening on the show, even if some of the stuff wasn't even 100% real, but it was genuine. It was things that could potentially happen in relationships. That gave me a lot more room to have conversations about a lot of what we see. One of the challenges that I have is that things are so fake and so unrealistic. It's not even so much fake or not genuine or real, but they're so unrealistic. It's so unrealistic. that I feel like there's nothing to talk about with it. You understand what I mean? Like at least if it was like a guy who was cheating on his wife or Cody, talking about the fidelity issue, with Cody basically trying to get permission to cheat on his wife because he's probably already cheating on his wife. Like that's real stuff that we could talk about. But when people sit there and like, well, we gonna move. Should we get U-Haul or should we go with the Penske option? Should we use boxes or should we use blankets? What are we talking about? And do you care? Like that's the whole thing. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to be back on Tuesday. I'm going to open it up on Tuesday for you guys to give your opinions. And maybe, like I said, maybe I'm looking forward to somebody coming up and saying, James, you got it wrong. This is why this was interesting. This is what happened during the episode, and maybe you missed it. Right? But at the same time, I doubt it. Like, I don't know. I just doubt it. But yeah, thank you so much. And please hit that like. Thank you, Lizzie. I appreciate you. Lizzie's Johnny on the spot. She's right there. Lizzie, all the mods, man. I tell you, the mods, boy. The mods are like on my Sunday evening. The mods be my shining light, man. Y'all make my evening. The mods are awesome. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Because to be honest with you, if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know if I'd be able to get through this shit. Because I'm watching it and I'm like, they must really think we that dumb. They really think we that dumb. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna watch. Hopefully, like it's still early. Technically, it's still early. It's only episode 3. Maybe they have some like craziness planned. So it's starting off real slow. And then like by mid-season or the end of the season, like things will be like super crazy. And we just didn't see it coming. Maybe that's it. I doubt it though. Because I just don't see Cody putting himself in a position. And this is part of the problem too. When you have somebody who thinks he's too good to be people to feel critical about him or judge him, then being on a reality show is not for you. Again, this goes back to like you're signing up for to be a fireman and you don't want to smell like smoke. I don't want my clothes smelling like smoke. I can't stand that smell. I'm allergic to it. Well, you're in the wrong profession. You don't want people to be critical of the things that you do. You want everybody to like you and admire you. The last place you need to be is on a reality show. So there's that. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Let me give a little shout out to some of the folks who gave the super chats. I appreciate you guys. We had Ashley DeNapoli. We had Ty in the house. Ty. What's up? Then we had Unlimited Lipstick. Janet in the house. Brittany Not Brittany. One of the mega mods. We had Teresa Skinner up in chat. Then we had Caramel Cuties. One of the other mega mods in the house. Then, of course, we had Lizzie B, and that's the trifecta of the mega mods in the house. Then we had Kathy Mosley. Lizzie B also gave a membership, so thank you very much for that, Lizzie B. Make sure you guys check out on Sunday where we have the round table, and I think next Sunday I'm gonna I'll post a members thing where we can watch maybe the show together. Just because I'm gonna need you guys' energy to keep me awake for this shit because this stuff is putting my ass to sleep. Then of course we had That's My Shoe. That's my shoe. In the house. I appreciate you guys with the super chats and keeping us up and keeping us involved, keeping us together. Thank you guys so much for sharing this with me. Like I said, you guys helping to keep me sane while I'm watching this dang on show. Because so much of it is just ridiculous at this point, right? But thank you so much. Make sure you hit the Speak Pipe. We do the Speak Pipe show on Thursday where I respond to your calls. That's also a way for you to be able to participate. I try to make it as easy for everybody to participate, have their voices heard as much as possible. Of course, we have the chat. We have Speak Pipe, and then we have the call-in show on Tuesday. The call-in show will start at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, and then 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday for the Speak Pipe show. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Big shout out to the Mega Mods. Have a wonderful evening, guys. I appreciate you. We're going to keep up, and guess what? At the end of the day, either TLC is going to do right by us, or we're going to stay on their necks. That's where I'm at. Either y'all going to do right by us, or we coming for you. That's it. Like, full stop. We're not playing no games. All right. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's my take. I'm James, and this has been my take on reality, and I'm